Hey, T-Sippers. Afternoon. Hey, T-Sippers. So, it looks like Tyler went to court. He had a viral court hearing today. I'm going to tap into that for a little bit. And as well as, they say Trump over there begging. Please save me. Don't let them release them files. Please, 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 pretty, please. Don't let them release the files. I need for y'all to break the law. Forget the victims. All of that mayhem. That political corruption. What is this now? Court erupted. Kirk shooting suspect. Oh, that's fake. New Maxwell tape. Yeah, they say he in there begging for the mega team to save him. Please don't let them do this to me. Hold on. Please, 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 Mr. Postman. I don't want to go. Okay, I'm back. I had to share it out. So, yeah, he in there big. And let me see if I can catch it. It's in a resume as Trump meet with Congress. We cannot keep living our lives like this. Yeah, and he in there meeting with Netanyahu. Oh, this is crazy. All this going on at the same time. How dare you be so disrespectful to the people? Yeah, what happened to Charlie's lover? But he's in court, and let's start there.
This is a live look inside a courtroom in Utah where the hearing for the suspect in Charlie Kirk's assassination is apparently getting underway. We see the judge there right now. Let's listen in.
Versus Tyler James Robinson. Counsel, could you enter your appearances, please?
He's so mild-mannered.
Jeff Gray, Lauren Hunt, Ryan McBride, and Chris Ballard for the state, Your Honor.
Good morning, counsels.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kathy Nestor, Michael Burt, and Richard Novak on behalf of Mr. Robinson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
And to the jail. Do we have Mr. Robinson present?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Robinson, good morning to you as well. Counsel,
oh, he sounds pretty mild, didn't he?
I have entered orders allowing the
yes, Your Honor.
Of Mr. Michael Burt. Mr.
Is that
Richard
the first time we heard his voice?
Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
And to the jail. Do we have Mr. Robinson present?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Robinson, good morning to you as well. Counsel, as we begin, I have entered orders allowing the Mr. Richard Novak, pro hoc vice, and appointing them along with Ms. Catherine Nestor to be Mr. Robinson's counsel. The court enters findings that the combined experience of counsel meets and exceeds the requirements of Rule 8. Counsel, do we have, what would we like to accomplish today?
I have two items, Judge. I just wanted to make a record that under Rule 16 of the Utah Rules of Criminal Procedure with respect to discovery, the state is required to provide to the defense within 5 days of the defense's request the discovery that we relied on in making this charging decision. We'll be prepared to do that, so we'll look for defense counsel's request or the next day or so, and we'll provide that to the defense.
Thank you.
We also, for the court's information, we met this morning with the defense team briefly in our office to talk about discovery and the process, so we'll be working together. There is a substantial amount of discovery in this case, Your Honor. It's voluminous, to say the least, and we're working on a process where we can exchange information as quickly as possible and be efficient in that process. The other item I had, Your Honor, I saw that over the weekend there was a protection order, pretrial and trial publicity order entered by Your Honor. And I just was seeking some clarification on page 2, at the end of the first paragraph. It reads, "To that end, lawyers participating in the investigation or litigation of this case shall inform all witnesses, investigators, consultants, staff members, or other members of the prosecution or defense teams that the prohibitions contained in this order." The state, we're seeking some clarification with respect to the phrase "all witnesses," Your Honor. There are a number of witnesses that have yet to be identified that would likely be used in the state's case. This occurred in front of 2,000 to 3,000 students at Utah Valley University. So we're in the process of identifying those witnesses. And so those individuals are presently unknown right now. So we're looking for a little clarification from the court. And I suppose we're not going to make any arguments today, but there may be some follow-up pleadings that we may need to file.
Thank you. Ms. Nestor, did you want to be heard about that issue?
No, Your Honor, we would defer to whatever the court wants to advise them on that matter. I mean, I think it's fairly obvious that we don't know who all the witnesses are in this case yet. I think it's just important that if anyone is identified, that they have information about this order. So I think other than that, we wouldn't weigh in on any other matter.
Thank you. Well, thank you for that question. That's an important one. The court will rule that as the witnesses become known to each side, that information is conveyed to abide by this order. Obviously, there are potentially many witnesses, and so it's not the expectation that you would be able to do that up front, but as they become known, I would ask that you would inform them of this. Anything else, counsel?
Nothing from the state. Nothing else, Judge.
Thank you. Ms. Nestor.
Thank you, Your Honor. We recognize that we are here today for a waiver hearing. It is not our intent to waive a preliminary hearing in this matter. We are going to be seeking that one be set. However, based largely on what the state just referred to as far as the voluminous nature of the discovery materials, we do think it would be prudent to simply reset for another conference, another waiver hearing, a little bit down the road, where we have a better idea once we start seeing the discovery as it rolls in. I do recognize we're going to be getting that first batch in 5 days, but it's my understanding from our meeting today that there is massive amounts of digital that is going to be coming.
I'm with you, your love.
And until we can kind of get our heads
Just
around
release them.
exactly what we're dealing with and how much we need to process,
Hey, Janet.
it's going to be difficult for us to give you a reasonable expectation of when we will be ready to do the prelims. So we're asking today that we put that decision off, and maybe we can check in 30 to 60 days and just kind of let the court know where we're at and how much we're looking at and how much time we may need to set a preliminary hearing. Also, as far as a detention hearing, we are not asking the court to address that issue at this time. Under the statute, the issue is going to come down to the question of whether there's substantial evidence, which right now we're just not in a position at all to be able to even argue to the court. So we are probably going to ask that the court delay that decision possibly until the time of the prelim. But if it's sooner, we will ask the court for a hearing. But at this time, we are not asking the court to make any decisions on that matter.
Thank you, counsel. In regards to the next hearing date, how about October 30th at 10 a.m.?
That works for the state, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
That's fine for the defense, Your Honor.
All right. Now, as
Can
we're
Trump
at the
be
beginning, anything
impeached?
further from counsel from either
I
side?
wish they would start that process, Janet.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
He's
No,
done
Your Honor,
enough.
thank you.
Now he wants them
As we're
to,
at the beginning of this case, it is my intent to only speak when I'm needed or it is necessary. But today I do wish to provide guidance and expectations that you can
I'll
have
tell
for
you.
this court and wish to enter an order as well. As this case moves forward, Mr. Robinson's constitutional rights will be protected at every stage. He sits before this court presumed innocent, and that presumption remains unless and until each element of every offense charged against him is proved beyond a reasonable doubt. At the same time, and as applicable, victims are entitled under our Constitution to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, free from harassment or abuse.
do we think that that's going to be possible? Really? I mean, at whatever point that they asked for a bond hearing, and if and when it gets approved, do we really think that Maga is not going to harass? Do you think Trump, the president of the United States, who don't have no respect for the courts or the Constitution of the United States, he don't even respect it? He feels like it's up to interpretation. I mean, it's been what it's been long before he came along, but now, so will Charlie really, honestly, be able to get a fair hearing and not be harassed or bullied or threatened? And I'm really serious about that, because there is a lot of conflicts on the shooter. Yeah, I paused right there. A lot. We've been going over for the last all weekend about, the all black tactical hat, vest, cigarette butts left on the roof. I hope 5 buds, definitely a lot of DNA. We've not heard anything about that. How did he get on the roof with the gun in his leg pants? He walked down the street with it. I mean, he mentioned changing clothes, but at that point, he had already went up, I guess, some steps. How he actually got on top of the roof, I don't know. But we saw him get down. Yeah, he ran, I guess, in the bushes. Took the gun out of the bag. Wrapped it in a towel and left it. So I guess he changed clothes, but he changed clothes not out of the all black tactical gear from the blue jeans and the veteran shirt to a burgundy shirt, right? So where's the all black? Where's the tactical hat? When did he change those clothes? From the rooftop to jumping off, so he had time to break down the gun on the roof. Because when he jumped down, we didn't see the rifle, and it wasn't in his pants, because there was been no way he could have jumped down with the rifle in his pants, right? Yeah, I'm laughing because it's crazy that we want to play dumb to what we saw with our eyes. So we make excuses, or what? We just gonna act like we didn't see it, and we don't see these other differences in the story. So I guess when the old cat was screaming, it was me, kill me, shoot me, lay me down to sleep, whatever he was saying, That was when he was supposed to be getting off the roof and changing clothes. When did he change clothes? Why do we see him walking with the same outfit on that we saw him leaving in? But we also saw somebody with all black and a tactical hat on. And then we saw him reappear with a burgundy shirt on. So I said all that, I recapped all of that to say, I really hope this young cat gets a fair trial and not just be hit. What is that? Not be hit with it just because. And if this is staged, then we need to stop acting and come on and say we got the wrong person. And do not allow this young man to go through this sitting in jail for a skit and a stunt. Come on now. And this, my opinion, has nothing to do with left or right, black or white. Do I need to repeat that for the ones in the back? My opinion has nothing to do with left or right, black or white. See, this type of foolishness right here really allows me to see that there's sometimes we used to think maybe we are a problem. We are not the problem. Because our understanding and peace and outpour, or all of that negative stuff that sometimes the right want to put on black people, it's just not warranted. We don't just blame them for everything, and we don't create these situations, these huge lies just to frame somebody. And then you have an outrage when you know it's a lie. I just don't understand that. And then you get mad at the left, the middle, the front, and the back because they are not going along with this made up storyline. And say, okay, we have empathy and sympathy, but that's not our problem because we didn't make this crap up. And we're sitting here looking at you act a plumb nut, and it's a lie. And since then and before then, but since then, in a stage incident is presented, it's not us. It's not the left, the center, the front, and the back. It's the right in some shape, form, or fashion. So, AunTeaFee, are you raising your voice for this kid that has nothing in common with you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, it has nothing to do with left, right, front, back, black, or white. It don't have anything to do with that. It has everything to do with equality, fairness, truthfulness, our rights as a U.S. citizen. And I don't want any young man, female, black or white, falsely accused, targeted, and set up. I don't care what nationality he or she is. Just absolutely no. You're not going to create chaos, intentional, harming the U.S. citizens, period. And I'm going to go along with it. It has absolutely nothing to do with anything other than what's right. And we need to stop playing into the propaganda and the foolishness. It's really making us seem like we are sick mentally. Now, I really don't want to say this, but I think I may have to. It has reached to an all-time low when your agenda is so self-centered and so self-served. You are not here for the people. That now you are exposing and instead of setting up the opposite race and the opposite party, that you are now doing it to your own. You just don't care. So I used to say making America great again did not include black people. But now I'm going to say making America great again with him don't include none of us in the United States. Do I need to say that again for the ones in the far back? My mind has been changed. Maga is not just omitting black people, but it's beginning to feel like in his mind, it's deleting everyone that does not have anything to do with him and Israel. His plan is to make us all suffer. If we don't think that these wars on U.S. soil, you don't think that he has thought about the people, whatever race it is, it's going to be casualties. They don't care. So we absolutely have to wake up and stop just going along with left or right, front or back, black or white, and stand up for our freedom and our rights, and stop allowing anybody to play with them and compromise them. I'm sorry I had to take that rant. I'm sorry. I apologize. I really do. I really am feeling a particular way, because we know good and dang well that there was someone on the roof that had on all black. And Charlie, may he rest in peace, was set up by somebody that was close to him. And the man or woman or whoever that was in all black was not Tyler Robinson. And we know this. And we know this. And we have to say it. We have to make the truth stand out and say that is not Tyler in all black. So was it more than one person there to take him out? The signals that we know we saw was to the guy in the all black, where the guy with the baseball cap and the security that lifted his arm were they facing the guy in the all black? Because there's no way that Tyler and the guy or the woman in all black with the tactical hat on were in the same direction. So one had to be angled one way and one had to be another. Who was straight ahead where they got the signal? Right, because once they enter once they go ahead and let the files, the Epstein files, be released, this will drop. This will be dismissed. Whoever had on the all black will then be investigated. The alleged lover, homie, friend, roommate with the fake notes and letters will all come out and say that's not true. Once the Epstein files are released, right? Because this is all just a diversion. So we have to stop playing and entertaining this foolishness. Because right now, this all seems like a skit, a mock trial, like it's a movie. Like, you know, like they have already started a documentary movie for Charlie Kirk. They had a book that was already published. They had a venue that was already booked for a memorial and a funeral. You know, come on, y'all. So no, I don't want this young man to be harmed, I don't even want him to go through the trauma, having to be in jail. Somebody in there believe him could be a radical and trying to take it. I don't even want to play like that over a lie. Because somebody don't want their names, their friends, their livelihood disturbed for being a pedo. What are we doing, people? And again, let's be clear. It has nothing to do with black, white, left, right, center. It has nothing to do with any of that. Would you want your daughter, your son, your niece, your granddaughter, you want any female or child in your life, your family, to have went through what those victims went through? No. So we have to stop playing. We have a president who's still playing la 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 la. Being a schoolhouse bully. Like we are kids. Now, I know that there is some ailments for the elderly that makes you go back to childhood. I don't know if that's what we are dealing with or not. But this is childish. And in the meantime, only thing it appears that he knows how to do correctly is steal our money. To steal from the taxpayers. And if he's not stealing from us, he's wasting our time in the courts, which is money. He just bombed Iran for BB, and now he's in the U.S. and they over there talking, making deals. So was that to prove himself? What was that about? What deal is that? We have no idea. But I guarantee you there is a plan in place that before it's all over, he's going to have us depopulation and we're going to take each other out. And before it's over, there will be the plan is to have us at war, right? And so he can't be removed from office. So he can have the big ballroom that he thinks is his already. So he has no plan on going anywhere. And he would have played in our face with this fake shooting. Well, I'm not saying it's fake. What I'm saying right now is that Tyler Robinson, who's had court today, is not the person who stood up, had on a tactical helmet and all black gear. Sniper. He didn't arrive at the university with that on, and he did not hop off the roof with that on. So who was that? And why is the FBI not talking about it? On purpose. So we just gonna act like we didn't see that. But you have this kid where this judge is having to say, you know, I don't want him harmed. I don't want him threatened. I don't want nothing to happen to him. Because he is innocent until proven. But really? Is he?
Steadfast in my oath that I made 56 days.
Thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
As we are at the beginning of this case, it is my intent to only speak when I'm needed or it is necessary. But today I do wish to provide guidance and expectations that you can have for this court and wish to enter an order as well. As this case moves forward, Mr. Robinson's constitutional rights will be protected at every stage. He sits before this court presumed innocent, and that presumption remains unless and until each element of every offense charged against him is proved beyond a reasonable doubt. At the same time, and as applicable, victims are entitled under our Constitution to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, free from harassment or abuse. Justice demands that both of these principles, the rights of the accused and the rights of victims, be honored without compromise. I remain steadfast in my oath that I made 56 days ago to support and defend the constitutions of the United States and of Utah. I will carry out my duties with fidelity, transparency, and impartiality, treating every person who appears before me with the dignity and respect they are inherently due because they are human beings. Let me be clear. I will not put my finger on the scale of justice. These proceedings will be open to the public, conducted in accordance with the law, and handled with diligence and competence to ensure that justice is never compromised. It is the standing order of this court that Mr. Robinson shall be allowed to appear in person so he can fully engage with his attorneys and participate in these legal proceedings. Counsel, regardless of who is watching, whether it is the nation or a single individual, we must fulfill our roles with integrity, civility, and diligence. I encourage each of you to give your very best to this case. Neither Mr. Robinson nor the people of Utah deserve anything less than the fair and impartial administration of justice. In regards to the next hearing, counsel, on that October 30th date at 10 a.m., it's the court's intent that it be in person if it be the...
Hey, y'all, listen, I just put a poll up. Please vote. Do we think that Tyler Robinson, if it goes to that extreme, which I'm sure it probably will, do you think that Tyler Robinson will get a fair trial? Do you think that this young kid will be able to stand trial without the president, Trump, spewing negative influence? Please vote. I don't think so. And again, I want everybody to be clear. This is not about black or white, left or right, front or back. It's not about whatever differences, that was planted. With him, it's the trans, it's same relationship. The other young guy in Dallas was anti-ICE, but no ICE agent was hit. Just detainees. He was a detainee, but he was a U.S. citizen. How was that? He was a detainee, but he was on top of a roof. How did a detainee get on top of the roof? He was a detainee that was driving with a ladder on the roof of his car. How was he driving if he was a detainee? Because at the point that he became detained, he was in ICE custody, right? See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know how to play dumb. I don't know how to play dumb. When I see the facts, I see the facts. And I'm not going to dummy down for anybody. I'm not doing that. Maybe I'm too old. I don't know. I'm just not going to do it. So why would you title him a detainee if he wasn't detained? How did he get on the roof? How did he get on the roof? So he wasn't a detainee. Okay, he was detained. But he's a U.S. citizen. So why was he detained? Because he didn't have your views? What? So now we're about to get to a point where people can be detained because they don't have the same views we have. What is going on? And again, it has nothing to do with left, right, front, back, black or white. It don't have nothing to do with any of that. So now U.S. citizens are being detained, but let out on the roof of an adjacent building to target ICE workers who was coming to pick up their check. What? Okay. Please vote. I want to see, because I really am expecting to see almost 100% people saying, yeah, I want to know, do you think he will be able to get a fair trial? And maybe if anything, oh my God, I don't want to get emotional. Don't. Maybe when all of this is said and done, we, the people, black, white, whatever color in between, we will be able to see that we can all come together if we stand together for real justice and not want anybody to be falsely accused. It don't matter if they have our views or not. We, the people, shouldn't want anybody in the United States to be falsely accused and brought up on charges with the possibility of going to prison, and they were set up. And that's what I'm seeing right now. And I'm irritated about it. My heart goes out to the young man. Who wants to sit in jail and you didn't have anything to do with that?
The accused and the rights of victims be honored without compromise, reasonable doubt. At the same time, and as applicable, victims are entitled under our Constitution to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, free from harassment or abuse. Justice demands that both of these principles, the rights of the accused and the rights of victims, be honored without compromise. I remain steadfast in my oath that I made 56 days ago to support and defend the constitutions of the United States and of Utah. I will carry out my duties with fidelity, transparency, and impartiality, treating every person who appears before me with the dignity and respect they are inherently due because they are human beings. Let me be clear. I will not put my finger on the scale of justice. These proceedings will be open to the public, conducted in accordance with the law, and handled with diligence and competence to ensure that justice is never compromised. It is the standing order of this court that Mr. Robinson shall be allowed to appear in person so he can fully engage with his attorneys and participate in these legal proceedings. Counsel, regardless of who is watching, whether it is the nation or a single individual, we must fulfill our roles with integrity, civility, and diligence. I encourage each of you to give your very best to this case. Neither Mr. Robinson nor the people of Utah deserve anything less than the fair and impartial administration of justice. In regards to the next hearing, counsel, on that October 30th date at 10 a.m., it's the court's intent that it be in person if it be the wish of counsel for the defense for Mr. Robinson to be present.
It is, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Counsel, anything else that we can address today?
Your Honor, we appreciate the court's comments with respect to Your Honor's role in this case. In like matter, we commit to approach this case with integrity, with professionalism and civility. We are truth seekers. We will aggressively pursue the truth in this case. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, counsel.
Where's the guy with the all black gear on?
Thank you for being here. This court is in recess.
Where's the guy with the all black on? Hold on, y'all.
Lash extensions mascara. You see the look of professional lash extensions, whether your daily routine.
Okay, so hold on. Please stay. I'm going to end this one early, and I'm gonna come back because I want to keep them separate. But before I go, I want y'all to listen to something I played over and over today. And it was just kind of mind-blowing to me. And sometimes when I get trolls and you know, they voice their opinion and they troll me, I often will say, you know, that they are in a cult. And yeah, it's this one. And when I was playing this over and over earlier, while I was trying to get some work done, I was saying to myself, this has got to be the craziest shit ever. And I guess this is part of that, what is it called? MK Ultra, where they mind manipulate people. But listen to this. So I guess this was a, what is it called? When they have the groups come in and, you know, they ask you questions to try to get into your head to see what your response is going to be. I can't think of what it's called. But listen to these group of people.
We're going to start out, and I want to share some leaked audio. And, you know, this is audio of Trump saying some things, and we need your candid thoughts on what to do, right? This is not out at this point, but we need to have a plan in place on how to react and respond to this stuff.
They have to have a plan in place. So they doing, you know. Let's go.
Look, I need cameras in the dressing room. You know, cameras on the wall, cameras on the floor, aimed up at their whatevers. I want the best cameras set up by the best Chinamen. Understand? Yeah, well, that could be a violation of... It's to make sure that they're safe. Safe? I mean, look, I can't be there all day. I'll just start grabbing them. Believe me, for them, not me. I'm a man, they're beautiful women. It's totally natural. You know, sometimes I'll walk in naked. So then we're all naked. I mean, if they file a complaint against me, I can file it right back at them. The Jew lawyer told me that one.
We need to have a plan in place on how to react and respond to this stuff if it ends up in the media.
Well, this is obviously old. It's before he decided he was going to be a politician. I personally don't care. I just don't care.
See, I like him because he says all. I like him because he says all. I really love it when he says what everybody thinks and won't say. And with that personality goes those kind of comments most of the time.
As a man, I know I've been in situations, we've been in locker rooms, it's man talk. I've done it, said it, they've done it, said it.
So when we heard that locker room man talk stuff, that's because they've had one of those, I can't think of what it's called. What is it called when they come and they sit in there and they talk and they have this discussion and, you know, people, oh man. But it's like a mock. Get people ideas. How to get people to be okay with it. So when you hear it, although you know it's like, what would be okay? Well, it's just locker talk. But he's just saying what everybody want to say. So I like him. How many times have we heard people say that?
I've been around plenty of men, professional. I mean,
Thank you, Denise. Thank you. Thank you, Exclusive. Thank you, Illis. Thank y'all. Thank you. Hi to everybody who came in. I'm sorry. I am really, you know, I'm kind of speechless with everything that's going on and how far it's going. I guess that's what the people did to record, to make it their own content, to add the laughter.
said something to the effects that, you know, that they'd like to put the camera in a teenage girl.
Yeah, put a camera in teenage girls' dressing room.
I want to share some leaked audio. And, you know, this is audio of Trump saying some things, and we need your candid thoughts on what to do, right? This is not out at this point, but we need to
They knew it was going to leak.
Respond to this stuff if it is.
They knew it was going to be out.
Look, I need cameras in the dressing room. You know, cameras on the wall, cameras on the floor, aimed up at their whatevers. I want the best cameras, set up by the best Chinamen. Understand?
That could be a violation of...
It's to make sure that they're safe.
Dave?
I mean, look, I can't be there all day. I'll just start grabbing them. Believe me.
To make sure that the girls are safe from him. Sometimes he just walked in naked while they in there getting dressed so that he could say, they saw me naked and I saw them naked. And an attorney suggested that he do that to cover himself because he don't have no self-control around beautiful women. And y'all want me to believe that that's okay? Yeah, okay.
For them, not me. I'm a man. They're beautiful women. It's totally natural. You know, sometimes I'll walk in naked. So then we're all naked. I mean, if they file a complaint against me, I can file it right back at them. The Jew lawyer told me that one.
We need to have a plan in place on how to react.
ARS, did you hit the like button while you being trolling?
Before you decided.
I need for you to support the platform while you trolling.
I just don't care.
I just don't care.
I like him because he says, I love it when he says what everybody thinks and won't say. And with that personality goes those kind of comments most of the time.
And that's
As a
okay.
man, I know I've been in situations, we've been in locker rooms, we've been, it's man talk.
Let's just be honest. Could that man talk be of the left? Oh, now you know more than me. Okay, but then go to your own page then. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. So could this be from another side or another race and nationality? Would they make up these same excuses or justification? I mean, because it's obvious that we just listening to them. They like, and you want us to come up with a way to, yeah, okay.
I've done it, said it, they've done it, said it. I've been around plenty of men, professional, I mean, you name it. Every man has said something to the effects that, you know, that they'd like to put the camera in a teenage girl.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next one.
Oh, let's get to this one.
We'll be back with lots more of Donald Trump.
Y'all ready? Ooh.
Okay, so am I doing all right, Larry? Because I'm a little woozy. I just got back from giving blood for this paternity test.
So what do they have to say?
It's for Ivanka. I'm double checking that she's really my daughter. You know, I don't want to go my whole life and find out that she was fair game after all, you know?
Your own boy.
It's just that she's voluptuous, successful, and, you know, frankly, I heard she's great in bed.
And we're back in.
Oh, wow.
Okay, does oral count as incest?
He heard that his daughter was great in bed.
Okay, so how do you feel about this one?
He's complimenting his daughter.
Ah!
Yes, it's crass because that is his own daughter. He's still a human male.
Oh.
You know, I do see some things.
We're gonna start out and I wanna share some leaked audio. And, you know, this is audio
What do y'all think?
of Trump saying some things, and we need your candid thoughts on what to do, right? This is not out.
So every one of these excuses that they gave, this man right here has used.
And respond to this stuff if it is in media. So,
Look, I need cameras in the dressing room.
He is attracted to his daughter out of his own mouth.
Up at their whatevers. I want the best cameras, set up by the best Chinamen. Understand?
That could be a violation of...
It's to make sure that they're safe.
Dave?
I mean, look, I can't be there all day. I'll just start grabbing them. Believe me, it's for them, not me. I'm a man, they're beautiful women. It's totally natural. You know, sometimes I'll walk in naked. So then we're all naked. I mean, if they file a complaint against me, I can file it right back at them. The Jew lawyer told me that one.
We need to have a plan in place on how to react and respond to this stuff if it ends up in the media.
Well, this is obviously old. It's before he decided he was going to be a politician.
So he was a pedo before he decided he wanted to be a politician too. So is that okay?
He says what everybody thinks and won't say. And with that personality goes those kind of comments most of the time.
Brian.
Situation, we've been in locker rooms, we've been man talk. I've done it, said it, they've done it.
These kids were taken advantage of before he became in politics. So are we justifying it?
All right, we're going to move on to the next one.
Come on, good people. Are we justifying it because because it's old and he probably did this, before politics? So everything before politics is washed away? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what we doing, people? See, this is what happens when we look, we look over stuff and we play this game with, so because it has went from one extreme to another. Now he wants the victims to be re-victimized again.
It'll make a difference.
Because the choices he made before politics. And he's still breaking the law while in politics. He's president. He can do what he wants to. And y'all are validating it, giving him things to say to respond. And then yet, he blames other people. He staged chaos to avoid the files being released. Because that's what all of this is about. So, and in all fairness, how do we think he will have any regards to any of the victims when his own daughter is a victim of his perverted mindset? He said, I want to know if she mine. I don't want to miss the opportunity if she really is free game. She's voluptuous. He's attracted to his daughter. Out of his own mouth. It's not hearsay. It's none of that. I never played into it until I heard this today. Out of his own mouth, he would do his daughter. We know damn well he way off in them files. Probably illest. So I'm gonna be honest, whether the young kid was there or not, if he thought it was a mock setting, I don't know. I don't put nothing past none of it. But for a college kid, who believing in, this president, believing in his parents, believing in you know, what he was raised to believe. All of them are affiliated and associated in some shape, form, or fashion. Tyler Robinson's family as well. But I don't want this kid going through this whole process because of this perverted man right here. And to stop him from being exposed for his real dirty deeds. Not fake, not made up, none of that. His real dirty deeds. And when I say I don't care who it exposed, I don't care who gets exposed. I don't care. Expose them all. Whether I like them or not, I'm not going to make not one excuse for a pedo, a predator. None of them. I will stand solid and firm for the victims and their justice.
We'll be back with lots more of Donald Trump. Don't go away.
Okay, so am I doing all right, Larry? Because I'm a little woozy. I just get back from giving blood.
So Larry King knows.
Test.
So what do they have to say?
It's for Ivanka. I'm double checking that she's really my daughter. You know, I don't want to go my whole life and find out that she was fair game after all, you know? It's just that she's voluptuous, successful, and, you know, frankly, I heard she's great in bed.
And we're back in
Oh.
5,
Okay.
4.
Does oral count as incest?
Ah! Do oral count as
He's
incest?
complimenting his daughter, like in his head.
Does oral count as incest? And you mean to tell me none of these people are outraged? None of these people are saying, I'm not finna do this. Are y'all crazy? I would have been, I would have been saying, that's really him? What is this? Oh, hell no. Why he not being, what? He said, is me going down on my daughter or my daughter putting her mouth on, is it incest? And although they look crazy when they hear it, they come back with an out. Well, you know, he's giving her a compliment. That's not a compliment. That is not a compliment. Why, but who have she slept with that betrayed her to go and tell her daughter, her daddy? Oh shit. Oh shit. God damn. Your daughter. What? Y'all, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know, no, I just cannot believe nobody would just, unless he sacrificed his daughter to like Epstein or somebody, you know, and then they came back and said, well, yeah, she's ready. She's good. She's ripe and ready. You know? Come on, y'all. This is a no-go. Y'all, this is for educational purposes only. This is for us to talk about it and start making righteous, honest decisions instead of entertaining it for entertainment purposes only. No. Because what you are saying may be for entertainment purposes only. It's just YouTube. It's just no. They take the play and use it as excuses in real life situations, and then there are victims who have been traumatized, who have emotional and mental situations now, and now they're being re-victimized, and they've had a whole sit down mock to come up with responses that he could use when it comes out. It's a no.
Yes, it's crass because that is his own daughter.
But
he's still a human man.
he said, yeah, it's crap. It is his own daughter, but he's a human being. He's a man. So please don't lead me to believe that men look at their daughters thinking about what they could do to them, if it's good or not. No, this, what is it called? I've been to one before. I cannot think of what it's called when they have those classes or those meetings, or they send you a message and ask you, do you want to be a part of, we'll give you $50. You know, what is that called when they do that? No, and no, it's not a seminar, but it's called something. They solicit people to come in, just random people. They ask you some questions, and then they'll pay you at the end of it. Because this is old. That's what the guy said. You know, this had to be before. I cannot believe I can't think of the name of it, but no.
I do see some things. We're gonna start out. I want to share.
No, it was. Dang it! It's not a seminar. I cannot think. I used to. I didn't do one like that. I think I did. I think I did do one before a long time ago, and I think I did one for a trial, a mock trial. And then sometimes they send it for people to be an experiment. Do you suffer this, that, and the other? Come in, and if you are approved, we can, sleep apnea. I can't think of what it's called. I heard Trump said this before a while back. Yeah, it's old. But I didn't know that oh man, I cannot think of what it's called. I didn't know they had one of, it's called it's like an experiment, but I can't think of it. But anyway, I was hoping somebody would have came in. Y'all, can I get 10 likes? None. Disclosure agreement. No. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, hold on. I haven't seen them do it in a long time. Oh, sometimes they'll call you. Oh man, hold on, let me tell you. Oh man, what are we speaking on? When they send you notice that they're looking for some people to come in and but it's like research. Oh my, it was right there. So these people, these random people that they have gotten to come in, and like at the end of it, when they answer all the questions, they not jury duty, and then at the end they pay you for your time, that and sometimes it's like if they have, like they're doing a study for like sleep apnea, and they'll pay you like $150 to come in and let them run these tests on you. So it can be a vast, a variety of things. Clinical research, yeah, clinical trial, yeah, but hold on. Oh man, I can't think of it, y'all. Hey Max, thank you. And I've done it before. Max, what is it called when they pay you money to come in and maybe sometimes it could be for people who snore, or they could be having like a mock trial. And if you're selected and you stay, they'll pay you like $150 or $100. What is it called? I've done them before. But that's what this is right here. No, cause they did it just to sit in and listen. I think I did it one time about some music. What type of music? We listened to a different songs, and what were we? You know what? The last one I did, I'm gonna tell you, the last one I did was a movie. It was for a movie, and we watched certain clips of the movie, and they wanted, at the end, they threw out some names of the title and what title would fit best with what we saw. And we had to give some opinions about what title it should be. Focus group. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. A focus group. That is what this was. It was a focus group. And they had this focus group with just MAGA supporters. And before it really came out, they needed to give him some acceptable responses for this clown to say he want to do his daughter, and he want cameras all over these teenage contestants, so they to protect, not for them, he said, but for me. Hold on. He want cameras. He want to be able to pleasure himself, not for their protection. Yeah, focus group. That's what this is, y'all.
And, this is audio of Trump saying some things, and we need your candid thoughts on what to do, right? This is not out at this point.
Now, they were supposed to be honest, so typically they want you to be honest. But they want from these mega supporters, we need some responses. And that's why the guy said, well, yeah, that's pretty bad because that is his daughter. But he is a man. Oh, yeah, a focus group.
The stuff if it is in the media, so.
Look, I need cameras in the dressing room. Cameras on the wall, cameras on the floor, aimed up at their whatevers. I want the best cameras, set up by the best Chinamen. Understand?
That could be a violation.
It's to make sure that they're safe.
That can be a violation.
I mean, look, I can't be there all day. I'll just start grabbing them. Believe me, for them, not me. I'm a man, they're beautiful women. It's totally natural.
Totally natural.
Naked. So then we're all naked. I mean, if they file a complaint against me, I can file it right back at them. The Jew lawyer told me that one.
We need to have a plan in place on how to react and respond to this stuff if it ends up in the media.
Well, this is obviously old. It's before he decided he was going to be a politician. I personally don't care. I just don't care.
See, I like him because he says all. I like him because he says all. I really love it when he says what everybody thinks and won't say. And with that personality goes those kind of comments most of the time.
As a man, I know I've been in situations, we've been in locker rooms, it's man talk. I've done it, said it, they've done it, said it. I've been around plenty of men, professional, you name it, every man has said something to the effects that they'd like to put the camera in a teenage girl.
Yeah, we need better friends, baby. If these are the friends we...
We'll be back with lots more of Donald Trump. Don't go away.
Okay, so am I doing all right, Larry? Because I'm a little woozy. I just get back from giving blood for this paternity test.
So what did they have to say?
It's for Ivanka. I'm double checking that she's really my daughter. I don't want to go my whole life and find out that she was fair game after all, It's just that she's voluptuous, successful, and, frankly, I heard she's great in bed.
And we're back in 5.
Okay.
4.
Does oral count as incest?
We're back with all over the board tonight.
I would disown my daddy. I am not lying.
He's complimenting his daughter.
Yes, it's crass because that is his own daughter. He's still a human male. As a male, I do say some things.
We're going to start out now.
Okay, good people. We have to stop. We have to stop going along with the shenanigans. Oh, and before I go,
Arizona, USA, 2012. Erica Franzweg.
so Erica has been knowing Trump since 2012, long before Charlie. So I'm gonna be honest. After everything I've been hearing and everything I know I see, and she is a part of this Israel. She has actually she had a child. She had her own child thing going on. After she won this, she had her own child grooming, trafficking. Miss Arizona. Before Charlie. Her dad, Raytheon, Israel. So was he not, was he set up? Was he placed like Jared was placed for Ivanka? Was Erica put in place to infiltrate Charlie? Now his multi-million-dollar company that he built is hers. Right there. Uh-huh. Was he set up, y'all? Anything is possible. Okay, y'all. I'll be back later on. And we'll talk about the other part and the other stuff that's going on. Hold on, because I really want to keep this separate, and I don't want it to be 2 or 3 hours. You see this shit? Yeah, I see it. Unbelievable. This is why I don't want that young guy to have to go through anything unnecessarily because of, and they're talking about mountains of evidence against him. Of course, it's Fox 5, but where's the guy in the all black?
We are Blood Cancer United.
Where's the mountain of evidence against the guy in the all black?
Research, support, and advocacy.
So today, Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin will appear for a virtual court hearing where his legal team will decide if they want to waive the right to a preliminary hearing and speed up the proceedings. Tyler Robinson faces multiple state charges, including an aggravated murder, and state prosecutors are seeking the death penalty.
Death penalty. 22-year-old.
Greg, thanks so much for joining the program this morning.
However old he is.
Well, it's good to be with you. You know, I think given the intensity of the public passion surrounding the cold-blooded assassination of a beloved figure, I think the concern right now today is safety and security. It's
will he get
to run the risk of
a fair trial
appearance when it's not really necessary for a fairly routine court appearance known as a status and waiver hearing, as you point out. So they're going to have the accused on videotape from jail instead of in the courtroom. You know, the judge will talk with counsel about the track of the case, sharing evidence, whether the defendant will waive his right to a preliminary hearing. You know, but you don't really need Robinson there in court. Plus, you avoid the negative optics, the accused in shackles that might create.
Okay, so where is this he walking? Hold on.
Right to a preliminary hearing. You know, but you don't really need Robinson there.
Let me take this down. I know this ain't supposed to be the day it happened. This is a third or fourth outfit. What is this? But again, still nothing about the guy in the all black. None of the pictures we saw him in did he have on all black.
The defendant will waive his right to a preliminary hearing. You know, but you don't really need Robinson there in court. Plus, you avoid the negative optics.
That's the burgundy. He got on shorts, don't he?
Create undue bias in the minds of potential jurors if seen in photographs and videotape. So you're not going to see him there literally in court today, only by videotape, and there are good reasons for that.
So let's talk about this appearance and the mountain of evidence. So he's been appointed a public defender. Now, this public defender is very skilled, has a lot of experience. But then I look at the mountain of evidence against him. So there's a note where he talks about, I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it.
I don't believe it.
DNA matches on the rifle and the trigger, spinning unused cartridges casings.
They dirty.
There's the towel rifle that was wrapped in. Then you got the family interviews, details his shift from left lean.
Where's the bag that we know he, okay, if you have all of that, where's the bag? Where's the all black? We saw him walk down the street with a gun in his pants. We saw someone on the roof with all black. And we see him jumping down from a roof with the same outfit on. We saw someone walking down the street. So when did he change from the outfit on the street to the roof back into the clothes that he had walking to get off the roof? Then there is evidence that he was at a store or Dunkin' Donuts someplace with a burgundy shirt on. So when did he come out of the all black and the tactical hat before he got off the roof. Went into the bushes, took the gun out of the bag, wrapped it in a towel, broke it down, and left it. But the screwdriver is still on top of the roof. An expert says there's no way possible for him to dismantle a gun in 6 minutes like that. It's just not possible. And you need more than a screwdriver. Hey, Justin. So miss me with some hair on a gun and this, and the note from somebody that they say now is missing. How did the guy in the all black get off the roof? Why is the FBI not mentioning the guy in the all black? There's mountain of planet evidence. Let's say that, but don't say it's just mountains of evidence. No, it's planet by FBI. That letter, that note sounds like Cash Patel. It does not sound like a 22-year-old.
Of potential jurors have seen in photographs and videotape. So you're not going to see him there literally in court today, only by videotape, and there are good reasons for that.
So let's talk about this.
A stinky fish.
And the mountain of evidence. So he's been appointed a public defender. Now this public defender is very skilled, has a lot of experience. But then I look at the mountain of evidence against him. So there's a note where he talks about, I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take
That's Cash Patel.
DNA matches on the rifle and the trigger, spinning unused cartridges, casings.
Unused.
The towel rifle.
Did he say unused? Did he say unused? Spent and unused. Okay.
Then you got the family interviews, details his shift from left-leaning to pro-gay and transgender beliefs. So you got motive, you got evidence to support it, and that doesn't even include the text messages as well. We've went over that. What can she do to defend him when she has this mountain of evidence that she's going to have to...
All of that is planet.
You're absolutely correct. The evidence is powerful, it's compelling, it's formidable, but there are 3 court-appointed defense counsel in this case. That's required by law. They're vastly experienced in death penalty cases. Make no mistake, they will challenge the admissibility.
It's not without a reasonable doubt.
Evidence you have recited. In the end, I suspect they will not succeed. I think their ultimate goal is to save their client's life. And, you know, this case uniquely
That's not
presents
Tyler.
a moral quandary.
This is why I'm
because
irritated
the victim,
today.
Charlie Kirk believed passionately about charity and love and understanding. He embraced mercy and forgiveness. And I think the defense will probably try to argue that in a penalty phase if it gets to that point. And it will be hovering over the courtroom regardless in the minds and the hearts of the jurors. Is it morally correct under these circumstances to put somebody to death? I mean, look, personally, I've long been against the death penalty for moral reasons. I understand that the Supreme Court has upheld capital punishment. But this case, I think, presents, as I say, a moral dilemma for these jurors that is unique in this case above all others.
So real quickly on that, you know, sometimes in negotiations, you need to give the state something, especially if you want to take the death penalty out. Now, it doesn't look like they're going to do that. There has been speculation, and even the FBI director has talked about these chat rooms. If this suspect was willing to give up people that are in these chat rooms, and there's credible evidence Could that possibly be something that the state is interested in?
Yes, absolutely. It could be. And a plea deal is always a factor. We obviously saw it recently in Idaho in the Brian Kohlberger case.
That's right.
They did it for a variety of reasons. So the one you state could be a consideration, but the other might also be the wishes of the family of Charlie Kirk, the deceased, the victim in this particular case, for the moral reasons that I just stated. I can't speak for him or his family, but the thought has crossed my mind. So a plea deal is always a possibility. And, you know, as the great Clarence Darrow once argued in the famous Leopold and Loeb case, it is a far worse punishment to be locked up, caged like an animal for life, than the easy exit of death.
It's going to be a long debate. As we said, there's a mountain of evidence again, and we'll see how the trial goes. We'll be covering it on the Fox News channel. Greg, thanks so much.
We will too, T-Sippers. Okay, I got to get back and do some work, y'all. I'll be back later. Please hit the like button on the way out. Like, share, subscribe, join the membership, become a T-Sipper, become a part of our sipping family, please. Support, super chat, super sticker, Cash App, $AunTeaFee. If you happen to watch it on rewatch or later, hit the like button. If you're in there, hit it. It's okay. It's okay. And we can agree to disagree. We just cannot agree to be rude and disrespectful or, you know, prejudice over here. We're just not going to go about it like that. Yeah, but I want justice for everybody. And I don't think they got it right with Tyler Robinson. I want them to get to whoever was on the roof in the all black. Yeah. Okay, good people. Whoever it is, more than likely. Absolutely. That's why Jimmy Kimmel was pulled briefly. Because he said it. Yeah, he said it. Bravo to Jimmy Kimmel. Instead of playing dumb to the facts. I'm not playing dumb for anybody. My days for making excuses for wrong is over. And I don't care who you are. You can be my family. I'm not doing it. Because if you lie on them, you'll lie on me. If you stage something for them, you'll stage something for me. So how about I just stick to the truth, and I know I'll be lining it up with God. How about that? I'll be back, y'all. Have a good one.